Yo. What's up, guys? The Gradius. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, dude? Mike? What's up, Mike? We got a lot of work to do the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be going over what the plans are, and it's going to be fun. And we're gonna get to it. We'll go over it in a little bit. We're going to basically be doing nothing but conditioning for a while, so yeah. Hey, Bronze, how you doing, brother? Good, Tiger. What's up, man? What is going on? Just got to do a few little things here before we get started. Done. Save. Nope. Automatic. Save. How are you guys doing? What is it that they see? Oh, this is my mic? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Left ear Phantom, right ear Bronze God. I'll take it. I saw he got on kind of late. What's up, dude? Let's see. Now we just need to wait for this thing to go so I can ping the Discord, and then we will start it. We've got this entire 5-row. There's 5 more like it with... Let me just grab a random stack. Everything is this kind of stuff. Oh, we need to transform. Let's get this camera around the right way so you guys can see. Transform, rotate 180 degrees. Oh, transform, rotate 180 degrees. Finally got a scanner and it's been incredible using it. Yeah, dude, it's pretty bonkers. So what we have is all sorts of just old stuff. Like this entire 5-row is nothing but this stuff. Obviously some of it's crunched. I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of these older cards, there's some foils, there's some non-foils, there's some reverses, little whatever set that is. And we're going to be doing, I haven't decided yet. I probably shouldn't delete, but I am planning on possibly deleting my eBay inventory again. And I think whether I delete it or not, we're going to be doing the chaos. We're switching, but only on eBay. We're going to be doing the chaos sorting, and we're going to see how that goes. I want to give it a shot. I want to give the old college try. And yeah. Turncoat, I know. But we're allowed to change. Sorting. We're not even changing. We're still doing what we want. We're still alpha sorting, right? TCG player and direct, it's like basically impossible to not. But let me link the Discord real quick and then we'll be good to go. Yoink. How many cards have you scanned? And else? Mine, I had to reset mine this morning. I kept getting I got to a limit where I need to replace some of the rollers, which I'll order in a day or two. But when I went to go reset the counter, it said I had run through 160,000 cards. Chaos isn't all that bad. What software are you using to keep track? Do you have to keep track? Like, I thought you just like ran 100 cards and then that was it. You just put 100 cards in and then like you don't even have to worry about the batch anymore. It's just 100 cards in a bag, right? Or am I got that wrong? What's up, Don? It's cracking, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Content. We live. There we go. Hey, what's up, Shiny? I know those hands anywhere. What was it, Brian? Like this big? Is that like that, or was it, I can't remember how big. We back? Yeah, we back, man. We back. All right, we've got like, I don't know, 30,000 cards that we need to condition in 2 weeks. So, I mean, you should know what cards are within the 100. If you need to look for a card, do you know what batch it is in? I don't know. I've never done this before. If that's how it works, then I'll keep the batch. I usually, because like when I scan for a TCG player, I just delete the batches when I'm done because I'm not doing anything. But how expensive? Pro tip: buy a few sets of rollers and swap them out every week or so. When I remove them, I soak them in hydroperoxide for a couple days to remove dust and impurities. How expensive are the rollers? Mark them all near mint and pray. I love that. Five mistakes just came back on me to me, blew up my inventory again. That sounds lovely. Well, it doesn't sound lovely. That sounds horrible. But yeah, as we start going through these cards, you guys will probably be pretty impressed with my backlog and what I have. But this is, most of all this stuff is going to be like the end of Sun and Moon, maybe first set of Sword and Shield and before. So a set is like $30 to $40 on Amazon. Okay, that's not bad. I'm assuming that it's like anything else where like, even though it says to change it now, I probably have a few more thousand scans in it, so I'm not like, you know, super worried about it right now. But I know it needs to happen. So I have not made the announcement yet. I will. You said you bought a big collection. Has this been your biggest buy? No. These cards that we're going to be conditioning over the next week or so, I've had these cards for probably about a year. I've planted some of the boxes in my older videos, but I have not touched this stuff, and I need to. So I've just been putting it off because conditioning is not one of my favorite things to do. And yeah. So the plan, and you guys can save the date if you want. Before you upload on CardLopper, there's an option for a batch. Just change the batch each new set and mark the increment box. Got it. I actually just ordered like a whole crap ton of tall BCW dividers because I don't want to pull my cards in bags. So they're just going to be in between dividers. But so Labor Day weekend. So I think that's the 5th and 6th. I haven't decided if I'm doing it Saturday or Sunday yet. But that Saturday or Sunday, we're going to be doing a 12-hour stream. And that stream is going to be how many cards can we list in 12 hours using Card Uploader. I'm trying to get them to do a sponsored stream. If not, then we're just going to list cards for 12 hours. But we're going to see. You guys see that little ding right there? What would you guys do? Moderately play or light play? I'm a little harsh on my conditioning, but I would imagine that's just light play. Everything else is fine. If you're going to Chaos Art, you need something to track what is in each batch. If you get an order, you need to know where to look for it. Well, I thought that when you do like Card Uploader, you can just do increments of like A1 to A100 because doesn't it tell you on the order when you order from eBay what SKU it's in? I thought that's how it worked. Light play, guys? What do you guys think? Yeah, we're gonna go with light play. Yeah, anyway, so my whole I thought that the SKU came on the order when you printed out the thing. Sup, Ron? Miss the streams. Well, you didn't miss any. I mean, I know, double entendre, but what's up, dude? I watched your video a week or so ago, and then I forgot to sub, so I just subbed, so we're good. It does, but if you do combine listings, it will only show you... Got it. Well, I'm not... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told that you don't combine them, so you just do... You know, I'm just... It's going to be an experiment. I'm going to see how I like it. If I have to blow it up and do it all over again, then I will. But, you know, like this stack, I just had like 8 Sneasels. They're just going to get their own SKU. They're just going to be in it to win it. I'm a little nervous about the habit because there's going to be a lot of duplicate listings in 30,000 cards, but, you know, no other way than to try at least. Yo, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of holding out for 69, but I didn't want to not wait. I didn't want to wait that long. Not that I think it's gonna take you that long to get there, but also I know this is gonna be kind of boring. I mean, I kind of think watching me sort cards is boring, but if you want me to switch over at any point to sorting or do anything else, just let me know. But we have, what is today? What is today? We have we have just over 2 weeks, just under 3 weeks to condition all these cards to for the challenge. Does bumpy edges, fuzzy edges knock down cards from Nearmint to light play? Technically, no. It just depends. Like, I tend to be a little harsh. So if it's like, if there's any, for me, it's like, if there's any reason to make it not near mint, then I just do light play just to be safe. Especially with eBay, but who knows? Oh, the benefit to combined listings is that the views will stay with the post when one card is sold instead of deleting, keeping the cards up in the algo instead of restarting each sale. When you combine listings, okay, so let me ask you this. In Card Uploader, when you combine listings, does it tell you, when you go to combine it, does it tell you where the card is and what area of the chaos sort it is, so you can combine it, or no? Or is that more why you need to keep track, so that way if you run into that, you can find out what batch you listed it in and go from there? eBay, Mike, eBay. From a buyer perspective, combining is not a good strategy. The advantage of eBay is the buyer seeing the actual... That is the only... Mike, I'm still alpha to die, but that is the reason why I want to give this a shot on eBay. I talked about it in another video. I did all those light play, near mint, moderately play, heavily played, older cards, and like half the orders I sent off. Oh, shit. It's a nice little stack of Unified Mind Pikachus. I think that's Unified Mind. So that's why I want to do it, because I have so much older stuff that is light play or less that even if I have 20 different listings of the same card, it might be worth it. I haven't decided if I want to pull the trigger on those sleeves, because those sleeves look like they suck, but it might be worth it. You know what's funny, Tiger? Speaking of Loomis Live, the second announcement is, does everybody here know our guest from our last Sunday morning conversation, Ava TCG? We're going to be doing a challenge. He will be using Loomis Live. I will be using Card Uploader. And we're going to see who can... is that a Mori? No, Ida. And we're going to see who can list the most cards. So the goal is to get to 10,000, but the secondary one is we're going to see who can beat one another. And then we haven't figured out like what the other person gets if they win. So we're going to be using 2 different platforms And we're going to see who can list more on eBay on a given day. He won't be able to do a 12-hour stream, so he's just going to do 12 hours of work time total. But it'll be pretty cool. Does the sorter not condition from you? Unfortunately, it does not. Depends on the approach you want to take. Combining is advantageous for sellers in terms of efficiency, but individual is better for buyers. Yes, that is 1,000%. I would agree with that. And for one of the reasons they just mentioned was because you have eyeballs on that listing, it helps with the algorithm because people know, because eBay will know like, oh, they like this listing, so let's keep it going. But I don't need to worry about that right now. It's more important that I have all these cards listed. And you guys will be able to see a lot of cool cards doing this. So cards you may have never seen. So I combine all my near mint, common, uncommon, EX cards, anything with play or SIRs, get individual listings. Sure. I mean, if that works for you, that's great. I just, you know. I even thought about putting the near mint stuff on like another platform and then doing it the rest on eBay, but I don't know. I think we're just going to give an actual try here. And I still have 2 weeks to kind of dial in exactly how I want to do it. The first step is conditioning all this shit. That's step 1. Oh, Bronze, I'd love to talk to you about KS sorting and eBay and SourceSwift. Also, if you're not using Misprint, I highly recommend it. Yeah, I saw that, man. I went on there and I looked around. I probably will at some point. It's just kind of figuring out what I want to put on there. Might play. As you keep saying, you got to do what works for you. You got dang right. So yeah, more than likely it's going to be Sunday. I'm pretty sure it won't be Saturday. So I'll post when I'm 100% certain. So if you guys want to join along and just like knock out a whole day's worth of shit with me, that'd be fantastic. I would love the company and love to hang out for. I've never streamed for 12 hours before. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how tired I'm going to get right off the jump. Pizza will probably be involved. Power tree. Oh, that's damaged. Pizza will almost 100% be involved. Oh, and Carl, I know you turned me down, but we could always talk about it on the podcast. Just saying. I don't give a shit that you have 20 subs. You're cool and you're smart. That's pretty much the... Actually, I meant to put that in the Discord too. Any of you guys that has not been on the podcast before, I don't care how much you've sold. If you want to be on the podcast, just let me know. And I'll get you on the board and I'll reach out to you because I just like talking to people. And at the very least, no matter the size, I would love to like have people on in the community. If you want to be on. No pressure, but no, Craig, absolutely not. Listen, you see that? That didn't get like that for no reason. There's 2 toppings that I usually have on my pizza, and I would really appreciate it if you can guess which ones. I get that. That's where for inventory software is made for me. It just lets you blast it all out there. That's the thing is like, I get the idea, but I also like to have like controlled chaos. I just don't like to blast everything all willy-nilly. And it's not in my makes me brain happy thing. So we're taking baby steps here. If I like it, then we can always relist it and put it through different software or whatever, but... Yeah, Hawaiian Pika. Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza is heresy, my friend. That is disgusting. Sausage, no. I'm a bacon and pepperoni stan. And I say it in that order. I am of the belief that the first topping you say, you get more of. I know there's no science behind that at all, but sometimes I feel like it's true. I know a lot of places have charts that show them like how evenly dispersed things need to be, and it's fine. Pepperoni and sausage. That's a solid runner up. I'll take that. Sausage is weird for me with pizza places because some is like really good and some it tastes like poo-poo. Do you guys think 10,000 is doable in a day? I think if we have ourselves set up well enough, I think 10K is going to be doable. Well, crap. Now I'm ordering pizza. I'm so sorry. What have I done? I'm a garbage pizza man myself. Pepperoni, sausage, onions, green peppers, and black olives. Sounds amazing. I personally hate most things that come out of the ground. I definitely like fruits more than vegetables, and I like bananas and strawberries. I do like broccoli. My go-to vegetable dish is like I'll chop up a bunch of broccoli, cauliflower, and honey nut squash, and then I'll toss it in a shitload of seasoning, like paprika and garlic and onion powder, and then I'll just throw it in an air fryer for like 25 minutes. That is actually pretty good. Won't know unless you try it, Bronze. Tenkai hype. That's what's up. Yeah, well, we're trying. We're going to. What's up, Captain? 10K is easily doable. I did 10K across 3 evenings after work, 1-2 hours each evening. Lots of focus needed, but with the scanner and hand sorting, you can easily do more than 1K per hour. I like that. Now, obviously, if we do more than 10K, I won't be sad. I'm just using 10K because it's a nice round YouTube number. Can I list 10,000 cards in 12 hours? I already got the, yeah. Yes, we are allowed to precondition. So we're going to do as much preconditioning as possible. The one thing I will know that I'm going to be a little grumpy about is I'm so used to being able to like select a set when I do like all my bulk crap. So not having to, not being able to slow down or speed up the identification process is whatever, but it is what it is. Dude, if I could get, I just got my affiliate code for Card Uploader, and I just messaged them. If I can get them to sponsor it somehow, that would be sick. Most veggies are good with sufficient butter and salt. No truer statement has been said. Now, here is an unpopular opinion. I'm not a big cheese on vegetables person. Like people who like broccoli and cheddar and broccoli and cheese, like, you know. I mean, and so a lot of the reason why I don't like salad, because most people that eat salad, they put dressing on it, and dressing defeats the whole purpose of having a salad. Because they don't just measure out teaspoon. A serving of dressing is literally 1 tablespoon. And I can guarantee you most people put like 800 calories worth of dressing on their salads. 10K with scanner. If you learn chaos fast, it's absolutely possible. I will be with a scanner, and I can't imagine it's that hard. I mean, I've seen Phantom do it a few times, and it just looks like you just hit that button that makes you incrementally do like 1 to 0 to 100, and then that's it. That would be fire, and sounds like a great thing for them to do. Actually, would highlight the power of the software. I thought it was a pretty solid idea, if I do say so myself. That's half the reason. Yeah, Retro. That's half the reason why I reached out. For those of you who don't know, like apparently everyone has their own affiliate code already. You just have to sign up for whatever their payment processor is. But if you go in your settings, like you have a code. So once you set up the payment thing, you just like it just activates and then you copy it. But he was like, "We want to give you money," and I was like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to take that money, and I will happily oblige." Where is it? Where is it? Kick it. Or camera orientation. Help. You think that's enough for light play? Or are we going to still keep that as near mint? Right on the Pokeball. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a little hairline scratch. Retro, I just binge your videos. Good stuff. Yeah, dude. Retro is goated. Carlo, I thought lettuce was just a vehicle to consume dressing. You'd be right, I guess. But at that point, I'd rather just... A pizza, fat and grease aside, still has some vitamins and minerals. Oil is just oil. Yeah. LP, that's what I thought. That's what I went with. That's what I was thinking. Meet Craig, me and you. Boom. I feel like I picked an excellent first stack to start doing this with because most of this stuff is pretty okay, but I know there's a lot of stuff that ain't. Broccoli Alfredo pizza. I'm a marinara stan, dude. I respect the choice, but I don't know. Honestly, like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Alfredo, but I just no thanks. If there is ever scratches on reverse foil, will you ever call it near mint? If it's very, very, very light and it's in literally one spot, yes. But anything more than, if it's any more than that, yes, I'll do light play because you're bound to have people say something. Can you pre-label your batch SKUs? I don't think so. I will not hear you out. Anytime someone says hear me out, ooh, that's a cute Caterpie. Look at that. That was cool. Beef and green olives. I'm not going to hate on it because I've never tried it, but I can tell you I don't know how I feel about that. Now, if you were to tell me to eat that after I liked the stream, it'd probably help the medicine go down. But if I didn't like the stream before I ate that kind of pizza, I would probably say it's not no bueno. Have all these cards come from your store connect? Some, not all. Most of it is just all the older stuff that was damaged or played that I've just stuck in boxes over time. I would say of the 4 or 5 boxes that are there, 15% probably came from them. But when I used to, like before I sold all my stuff, I would always sort everything by set at the very minimum. So I had all my Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet sets set sorted. And then anything that wasn't Scarlet, Violet, or Sword and Shield would go in the box. I have a weird obsession with broccoli. I had macronutrient tests done. They told me I consume too much broccoli. Well, as long as you're not visiting the broccoli tab on the old P-Hub, I think that's fine. There's plenty of things out there that people have too much of, and I don't think broccoli of all of them is going to be a big thing. Carl, you're right. It's a problem that's easily solved. What do you do with your energies? I have a big 5-row that I just shove them all in. And then they just sit there. I have a tower, maybe that big, probably of about 800 or 900 that are all like the reverse hollow energies that I have yet to do anything with. They do sell on TCG Player. They don't sell that often on eBay, so I usually just throw them on TCG Player and sell them for whatever I can. I see an old reverse hollow coming up. I wonder what it is. Crap, how to did Bronze guess my search history? I mean, you know. In order for one to know another's search history, they must have had the search history themselves. Is, I believe, a old Confucius line I remember reading at one point. Ooh, this looks... First mild play card on the board. Misdreavus. Alright. I'm going with mild play on this one. Definitely got some edge wear. Corner up here. Whitening on the bottom side. I don't know if you can see the scratches, but there are some scratches on the surface. Oh my god. I don't know how well... Yeah, see? I think we're going with MP with that one, boys. Yeah, I have 3 boxes full of lands, 1 full of energies. Well, lands, I will make land lots out of. I'll do... I think I got it from RNG Games back in the day. But it's like 100 of each land, and then I'll do like $29.99, and then I'll do like 10 or 15% ads. That's another reason why I really like opening Jumpstart. All right, so here's this one. Scratches are all over the back. But the edges are perfectly fine. I'm going to go with MP on that one as well. Oh, wait. Is that my finger? Okay, that was just my shadow of my finger. Yeah, MP. That boy's damaged. Boop. Now this is one, like, there's a little bit of whitening on the left, but then like you see on the right there, it looks like it's a tad bit of water damage. I know technically I should probably put damage, but that's typically something I would do my heavily played on. What is your guys' opinion on that? Because I think that would be, again, I think it's technically damage, but I usually go heavily play on cards like that. We'll put that to the side for now. That one's definitely heavy played. That one's damaged. Damaged. I mean, if we're doing chaos, I think we're just blasting them. At this point, it's going to take me so long to sort and set sort and do all this stuff. The other reason why I wanted to set sort too is because I kind of wanted to do master sets with everything of older, but it's just going to take too much time. Time I don't have. I've even thought about finally pulling the trigger and just like stopping master set collecting altogether. Because I know I've got a decent amount of money in singles that are just sitting there, and just get back to like collecting the guys that I like, the three nerds that I like, and just leaving it at that. Is this climbing up a wall? Catch you in a bit. Gotta put the kids to sleep. Nice. Oh, no. I just... Here's 100 of... Here's 100 of each land. Like, especially with the amount of foundation stuff I open. Like, if you can get one land lot sale out of a foundations case opening, you're getting like almost 20% of your money back just from lands. We have 100 of each. There you go. On your way. What up, playa? What's up, Golden Throne? I thought you said you were changing your name. What's up, dude? I'm using Chaos at the moment. I'm a little nervous about reactivating Direct and using it. It's been okay with Card Trader 0 because volumes are low. Yeah, I actually signed up for Card Trader the other day just to check it out. That's cool, Scyther. I don't know, man. I talked about it a little bit in Discord earlier. It's like I want to do all that stuff, but like ultimately I really like I just like the way Direct works. What did I do with this? Oh yeah, we're doing well play. Yeah, you know, it's just I just didn't want to be another guy that just sells. Like I wanted to collect, but the amount of time it takes to put them together, and like I probably have $5,000 to $7,000 in singles that I've gotten over time that are just sitting there, and I keep telling myself like I could be doing so much more. Haha, after tomorrow. Oh, lands. We're gonna put those land. Would you guys list older energies? I just keep putting them in the energy box, but would you guys list older energies? What'd you settle on? Is it just gonna be your store name, Throne? Nothing, Mr. Hot. Tomorrow, making the announcement today. Nice. Are you doing it on your channel? Hi, boss. Yo, what's up, Skies? Little XY Evo action. That thing is fake. First fake card of the box. Boom. So it looks a little darker, right? But then when you turn it over, fake cards, for anybody who's never seen one or doesn't know, you can tell almost right away if it's fake by the way the back looks. Now, this camera is not the best to pick it up, but when you put them side by side, it is like obvious. You know what we do with fake cards? Woo! Get that shit out of here. That's what I'm saying, Mike. We'll just put the energies aside. That's why, like, I don't know. But like, part of me is like the completionist, so I want to like list everything, or I want to like master set everything, but I know it's like virtually impossible. So should I even worry about it? And then if I shouldn't worry about that, then should I even worry about it now? And then when I get to that point, it's like, well, at that point, maybe I should just grind it out for 2 or 3 years and then just start buying completed master sets off people when I have a lot of money and it makes more sense. I don't know. Yeah. Absolutely 7. Didn't you have a gum? Chew 5 gum? Oh, it's Chew 5, not Chew 7. This might be on the border of heavily play and mild play. There's definitely a lot of stuff. Probably still mild play. Oh, nope. Wait, is that the card? Okay, never mind. That's heavily played. The corner is slightly whatever. Yo, what's up, Kit? Do you list everything even up to the latest sets like Pitch Black? Yes. Yep. And then it's just going to sit there till the end of the year, and then I'm going to probably bulk it all out to somebody, potentially. Depends on what else we can have get going. Oh, shit. I'm like Mr. Krabs. Money keeps me motivated. That's probably a good way to look at it. I'm going to have one channel for the fun stuff, community, and a business channel for the needs. I love it. That's a good idea. I'm going to catch up on my other TCG listings. Card Uploader works great for One Piece. Lorcana. Dude, does it? Does it? Okay. Because I got a bunch of that stuff coming in, too, that I just received. How about Flesh and Blood? Does it do Flesh and Blood? I never looked. I'm a completionist too, so I have to do certain sets or knock over a 7-11 or 3. Yeah. I don't know. It's possible that I'm just going to go back to collecting Psyducks and stuff. It's just hard for me. It's like, again, like the amount of money that I have sitting there that I could have working. Like, does anybody else feel that way? Does anybody feel like, you know, I just don't want to be another guy selling cards and I want to collect? And like, because like, if everyone sells and no one collects, then like, you can't really do anything. But there's probably like, the numbers are probably so like in favor of people that collect that it's not even funny. Damaged. I do fab? Sweet. Okay. What's the oddest order you've had from just random bulk you had sitting around? I don't remember the number, but it was like 320 love discs, that little heart-shaped fish. Someone ordered over 300 copies of every single love disc I had in inventory. It was pretty bonkers. I wonder if instead of your bulk out and at the end of the year, do it in June, then you have cash to buy the summer slump and bang it out. Possibly. It just depends on it's honestly going to depend on whether I need it or not. If I don't need it, honestly, if I sell a lot of the stuff that's behind me and I don't need it, then I'll probably do that. But also, like, and I said this before, it's like, because I want to have like a Star City Games type thing, it may not make sense for me to sell it all. But I could always rebuild it. So it's like, you know, give everything a chance to sell. Go from there. But that's not a bad suggestion. That is a solid suggestion. But I only have been doing omens. Got it. I think I bought a case of some set a while back. I got my money back plus a little bit, and then I never listed everything else. So it's all just kind of sitting in a box. Yo, Danny K MMA, a legend, an old school legend of the stream. What is up, dude? Oh, shoot, I just put 1 + 3 makes 10 and realized that Retro Mike is the... I've been running a store out of my family storage unit and business, and there's a lot of buyers, and the sellers are selling dupes or hard up for cash. Well, that's originally what I was thinking, is just like keep it until I need it, but like I kind of just want the money now. Like, some of these cards have gone up so much. Like, I almost feel like it's irresponsible to hold on to them. You know? Damaged. Damaged. We'll do Mario play. I think it depends. You can collect all your card profits. My current mission is every English printing a Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Just do like a master set. Because I like Psyduck is my number 1, Slowpoke is my number 2, and then Cramorant is number 3. So maybe doing that, like just do like one of those huge binders and just try to get every one of all of those, but Old Reshiram. Damaged. Have you looked at any of the Marvel other play boxes? I haven't in a while. Like the Jumpstart is still a good $30 to $50 profit per box. The play is pretty much garbage. Like I wouldn't buy any of it. Haven't been able to catch a stream in a while. In this B, that's because I haven't been on in a while. So welcome back to the first one in just under 2 weeks. I feel attacked. Never. Anyone attacks you, they gotta go through me. Really hoping the Roka Sifter ships quickly. I didn't buy until July, so fingers crossed there aren't huge delays. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bud. However, I didn't get one, so I definitely wanted to see. I wanted to see it in action first. Could that make me behind the 8 ball? Possibly, but I don't know. I didn't want to take the chance of it not doing what it says it does. September. Teal Gaming, my buddy Teal Gaming that we do my other podcast with, he got the notification that I think that a label printed. So he's not getting it anytime soon, but damn, that's a nice minty old card. Diamond Pearl? I'm telling you guys, there's some... In 2 weeks, when I get all this shit listed, it's probably going to solve all my woes about needing to sell personal collection stuff. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to like get too like overhyped about what's going to happen when I get this all listed, but I feel like, yeah. And then I'm going to do, no, I'm not sifting. If I have a Roka Sifter, I'm going to use it just to be able to list 1,000 cards faster. It's basically just going to be an employee that just lists 1,000 cards. That's it. I'm going to sort everything. I'm going to put 1,000 cards through that motherfucker. I never swear that hard in this channel, but I'm going to put 1,000 cards through that motherfucker while I'm doing my thing, and we're just going to be listing cards even faster, not sifting. Nope. I know I debate you in Bronze's method a lot, Richard Mike, but I'm 100% of a supporter. Oh, you're a homie, Kevin. Homie. I like that you keep us on our toes. I like that we keep you on your toes. I just bought a case of Aether Drift from Moody for $600 to hold, but was thinking it'd be worth to rip for singles. It is not. Actually, you know what? I don't have it on screen, but let me go look up the Mox Alpha for it real quick. I'm pretty sure it is like absolutely, you should not do that at all. You said Aether Drift play, Craig? I'm half expecting some of the people that ordered the Sifter and there will be sermons available next year. Oh, there'll be plenty left. I don't know. All the stuff they said it could do, I was just like, you know what? I'm glad, but I want to see it in action. I also feel like putting my long-winded take might incite more interaction as well. Yeah, make a video. Do it. I'm sure people will come and go, ah, you're an asshole. That's not the way it works. Da, 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 da. Aether Drift play. The average EV is $117 before fees. So, you know, RNG said it a lot back in the day where it's like, even if you take a little bit of a loss, just having the variety in your store could help. But that seems like a $600. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would just, if you bought it, I would probably just hold on to it. Because there's not, for the amount of time you're going to spend opening it, there's probably not a whole lot of room to win. I only run my foils through scanners, so I have boxes of them ready to go for the sifter to help me list. Absolutely, I can see that. Can the Roka assess the grade of a card? No. No, that's gonna take, that's all. Grading is so subjective that relying on a machine, I mean, that's what tag does. Tag is basically AI. Your machine tells you whether it's a 10 or not, and it is not 100% accurate by any means, so. Get one and take a Sharpie and mark through the part where it says sifter. That's why I want the big boy one. If I could get the big boy one and have it alpha sort everything for me, oh my God. Talk about a desk raiser. (2007) World Championship. Try to get it on there. Where's the light? There it is. See that? Mild play or heavily played? Hoping it brings more commenters for the algo. Any comments good. I appreciate it though. Anything, I mean, it's just, but it's always solid, like, it's solid banter too. It's not like it's not, you know, what you're saying isn't factual. Nice little Nidoran reverse hollow from who knows what. Light play. We'll let light play. Skies, that's exactly what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing. That is the goal. Mike and Tripod here tomorrow. The race for 4,000 starts. Dude, nerd loot. Join the Discord. Join our Discord and let us know when your first video is up so we can go check it out. We have a self-promotion channel in there, along with just being a good place to hang out. I'd love to check out to see what you got to offer, man. It is a shame there isn't more of a market for those World Championship cards. I would agree, but I don't. They sell relatively okay. I mean, I've sold way more than I ever thought I would. Ooh, got a nice little stretch of some reverse hollows here. The other reason I don't like sorting this stuff is because, like, card crud, I can feel, like, the allergies in my nose, like, lighting on fire from whatever has been on these cards for forever. All right. Heavily played or damaged? I feel like anything that warps the card's damaged, but there's, like, a bend. Come on. There it is. See it? Like right there, and at the other end. That's probably damaged. We'll just do damaged. Will do. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're starting, because it's gonna not that it's not gonna be doable, but it's definitely gonna be harder to accomplish next year. So any head start that you can get, if it's something that you want to take seriously, it's definitely I would suggest it. Sometimes you got to set the price as well. I have to head out. But glad to see you back at it. Yeah, man. Kevin, thanks, man. Have a good night. Everyone say bye, Kevin. Bye, Kevin. Hello, I'm back. My Rottweiler sat on my power strip and everything went black. Deleted my scans I was working on. Sounds like that Rottweiler needs to learn how to use your scanner and get to work. Unacceptable. I had a bulk hit today that I posted in the Discord that got me so pumped and reminded me why I love it. I don't think I looked at it. Let's see. Oh! Dude, are you for real? Is that thing... The regular one was at like $35, $40. Is this still like a $40, $50 card as a foil? That is awesome, dude. Card crud, finally a word for it? I thought that was like the industry standard, but yeah, that's, you know, absolutely. It's in the description of all my videos, Tonio. I'm sure if you go to the one today, that one should still be active. If not, like, just DM me directly and I'll get you a invite to it. Sounds like he might become dinner. That might be too much. Although I've never eaten a dog before, so I wouldn't. If I did, I wouldn't start with their dog. I'm sure there are other dogs that deserve it way more. Agreed. I've been doing good with Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Yeah, all that. There's some decent stuff in there. I found like a stack of Dark Magicians and Dark Magician Girls. $5 to $15. That is a mission too. Besides the Pokemon, we need to go through. I have got like 5 boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I have not touched for like 2 years. That would be excellent for it as well. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Loomis is going to be joining in on the challenge as well, which is why, you know, when I say this is not like a money grab. I don't necessarily need anybody to come hang out to like, I'm not doing like a subathon or anything, but I would love to have as many of you guys here on that whatever day it is as possible, just to list as many cards. This is a community thing. So if I can get to like 10, 20,000, I would love to like make a, you know, that's what we're going to do. I'll figure it out. We're going to do like a community goal. And then we can post our pictures in the Discord and see if we can get to like 500,000 cards or 1 million cards listed. And then we can just tally it all up and see, like, make a video out of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Can my Discord list 1 million cards in a day? Like, that'd be sick. I just got a 87 card Yu-Gi-Oh order. Hell yeah. Dude, Mike, I commented on your video when I saw that list everything, the TCG player one where you had those sick like $40, $50 orders. Oh my God. I loved every minute of it. I loved it all. It was amazing. Have you ever got those parody Pokemon like Pokedoodles or Pokenauts? Not those specifically. Every now and then when a friend of mine goes to a show, they'll pick up some like, you know. I have one that's like Psyduck, but he's like a Deflatus. Actually, let me go find it real quick. I'll be right back. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's so derpy, and I love it. Sidakolophus? Doesn't that look cool? I don't know. I don't usually buy those things, but every now and then someone will buy one for me and it'll go on the PC. We might have to get some pizza delivered to... Oh, no. It's going to be a pizza day. We're going to be stuck behind this desk for 12 hours. We're going to get a nice walk in the morning and then it's going to be straight to work. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'll offload uploading 50K for the cause. Well, don't let it get in the way of you making progress on your own business. But I'm just saying, if you're going to hang out and you want to make the day of it with me, hell yeah. Another 20 cart order come through yesterday on my pro site. Gotta love those. $50 order with only $2 in fees. Well, you're not in direct, right? That is a foreign card. I don't care about it. Does the pro site inventory share with the marketplace? Seems you need to leave the chat. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Yeah, like button now. What's up, Sleeve? Another during your 12-hour stream, are you going to have a guest pop in and chat? That's a solid idea. I mean, anyone would be. I don't know how it's going to work with the way my audio is set up, so I'd have to figure out how to do it so that there's not an echo. I think if I just wear headphones, we can do that. But yeah, that's a solid idea. I think we'll do that. If you're in the Discord or whoever and you want to come by and chat for a little bit or something, like, I'd be down. That's a good idea. LMIO, love that card. Got a slender little side butt. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, girl? Let me see that side butt. What the fuck are you talking? Sorry. I know. I just Pokemon on the brain. Ew, you collect Pokemon? Get out of my face. That's how it always goes. Every time. Every time. Yo, gonna lurk for a bit. What's up, T-Tar Collects? Our buddy Ryan with T-Tar Collects, everybody. Just got back from vacation. If you haven't checked his channel out, you should. He's got a lot of plush and he's cute. Allegedly. I was told he is. I definitely do not. I definitely never said he's cute. I'm just hearing what I've heard. Saying what I've heard. I've never definitely said I've attracted to the guy. I never thought I said he was hot or thought he was cute, but he definitely is a, that hair, man. It's like Samson. Anyway, enough of me hitting on men. Go check his channel out. I'm kind of sprinkling around this box. This seems like a nice little stack. Yes, I was going to do it tonight. I might still do it tonight, but tonight or tomorrow, we should have it up on Wednesday. It's going to be... I'm going to be doing a Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm going to be doing some kind of Pikmin game. And then... I don't want to do like too many horror games, but I was thinking of doing like Dead Space or something else. But those two games, Pikmin and Resident Evil 4 remake, is what I'm starting with. They do share? Okay. Do you have to log into your Pro Store to see the orders, or does it show up like on your normal marketplace that it's an order? I've never had my Pro site active, so that's a sweet looking Suicune. Holy shit. That thing looks sick. That's probably a $3 or $4 card. Gray Ninja is heavily played. Quack. You saying you wouldn't smash? Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. You heard it in the back of your mind. Count it. Listen, I had a hard enough time keeping it in the back of my mind, and it just spewed out of my mouth. Now I got to go back in there and hide before I make an ass of myself again. When is 12-hour stream? What is the plan? I'll be posting it in the Discord eventually, but it's going to be probably Sunday, the day before Labor Day, and it's going to be hopefully we're going to get a sponsorship from Card Uploader, and we're going to try to do a 12-hour stream where we're going to list 10,000 cards on eBay doing chaos sorting, and then as many as possible. And then we're going to come up with a community goal of how many cards we as a total can list. I think that's a solid strat. And then I'll make a channel of it, and then we can all post our results. Oh shit. Craig coming in with a 20 bomb, dude. That was unexpected, but thank you, dude. Wow. Everybody use the emotes you don't have and say that's awesome. Congratulate Craig. Craig is the best. Thank you, man. Never necessary, but always appreciated. Psyduck in the house. You're goated. I feel doxxed. You shouldn't feel doxxed. You are doxxed. It shows on the regular order page, there is a channel field that says if it was, got it. Hey, Bronze, all is well. Can you tell me what piles are what? I'm assuming, yeah. So they're a little bit off camera because I don't have a lot of room, but near mint, light play, heavy play, near mint, light play, moderate play, heavy play, damaged. I have it a little over zoomed in so you can actually see the card. Yeah, it's damaged. And our goal is to condition about 30 to 40,000 cards in 2 weeks. Make up for the last couple of weeks of no stream. Well, I appreciate you, man. That's very kind of you. It's always humbling when someone comes in and throws some support around like that. So you're the best. But yeah, so that is the plan, Sleeve. So more than likely it'll be 9 to 9 on that Sunday. And then I'll have to think about how we're going to work the community part of that. I haven't really, that was just an idea that I just had while we were talking. But yeah. It'll be a solid day. And actually, he just messaged me back. So let me see if he said what he said. Oh, he gave me beta access to whatever the new thing is. Sweet. I don't even know I forgot what he was talking about in the video about whatever the new thing is. I think it was the inventory system or whatever. So who knows? Maybe we'll be able to try that out alongside doing it and go from there. Do we need to change this playlist? I feel like it's been on for quite a while. Yeah. Good evening. I tip my hat into your general direction, good sir. 8-bit. It's crack-a-lackin', my dude. Now, Seeking, I'm not a particular Seeking fan, but that's a derpy face right there if I've ever seen one. And who knows? 12 hours could easily turn into 14, 16, 18, depending on how crazy we get. I can't imagine that I'm going to be able to survive that long, but that's part of the reason why I want to try to do it Friday, but I have to work Friday. So I think doing it Saturday, if I did it Saturday and I ended up doing it longer for 12 hours, I would have Sunday to recover. and then like have a normal day off on Monday before I have to go back to work. Maybe I should start a poll. Like how many of you guys have something going on Labor Day weekend? Like, is there a day if I were to do that would be better for the overall group? Whether it be to hang out or to actually like get work done or whatever. I play. We got to do a Florida Boys collab stream of some kind. Get friendly with Rudy, and invited to the Pirate Bar. I was actually gonna, we need, we'd be cool. Because you're not too far away from me, it could be like the first ever Sunday morning conversation IRL. We could just go like talk cardboard in like a restaurant for an hour, and then just do like an IRL Sunday morning convo. That'd be pretty sick. Well, it's Labor Day that Monday, Craig, so that's why I was picking that weekend, because I don't know, I'm sure a decent amount of people probably don't have to work Monday for Labor Day. I would assume, at least. But solid point to keep in mind. XY Evo. Typically, all the XY Evo I ever find is completely thrashed, but not this stuff. Not this. Brock's Grit. So yeah, the coupons I'm thinking of doing are going to be like Here's a question for eBay: if you limit like your savings. Like, let's say you limit to like $10 per deal, and someone orders. Let's say you do buy two get two free for like cards $249 and less, and you set a $10 limit of savings, but they buy like enough cards to where they would have saved $20. Will they get a notice that they exceeded the coupon limit, or will it just go through without them knowing? Like, how does that work? Nothing like hitting a nice string of near mint cards. Gotta love it. I'm not even on camera anymore. We've just launched our alpha at my job for our new platform. Some of the feedback is so funny. What happened? Like, I would love to know some of the examples of this wonky feedback. I mean, I would have to start a channel for the meetup, LOL. No, you wouldn't. We can do a trio. Or we're going to do two separate ones. I want to make this clear. You guys are awesome. And I don't care. The only thing I care is that you make content to be on the podcast, because I want you to be able to get some kind of benefit out of it. Not that I'm like, some 100,000 subscriber person that has any kind of swing, but I want to be able to help anyone that gets on there. So like, that's the only really only thing is like sell cards and have a channel. And it doesn't have to be YouTube. As long as you're making content of some kind, that way you can get some kind of potential benefit out of it. So if you have 10 subscribers, if you have 1 subscriber, I don't care. If you've been selling cards for like 2 years, if you've just got to level 4, I mean, you never know who's going to be watching these things, and like the advice and information that someone will give can help anybody on the spectrum of selling. I just had to make sure. Oh, that's a sick looking Kyogre. Look at that thing. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. That looks pretty dope. Right, good point. I was thinking we had Friday off and not Monday. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was thinking was Saturday, yeah. What was the coupon question again? So I was thinking of doing like 8 different coupons, like buy 2 get 2, buy 3 get 3, buy 4 get 4, buy 5 get 5. So that way of like for cards $249 or $299 and less. That way, no matter how many cards someone would want to buy, they would feel like they're getting a deal. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't do max coupon like that. Rarely does anyone overtake advantage you aren't happy with. Got it. It's a lot of like, hey, you should add this. And we are like, yeah, no, that's... oh, got it. You got it. Okay. I just do buy two, get one under $2. Buy three, get one $2 and up to $20. So 4 cards, $20. They get $20. Got it. That's solid. I'll probably do that then. Maybe do like a little volume pricing discount on the side. So whatever works. I'll do IRL if and only if you set up a tent at Cool Stuff and convince them to give us a tour. I like it. How far, I forget, how far away are you from Florida? Or are you in Florida? I forget. I talk to too many people. I'm sorry. Expensive a little bit. Why'd you give up, Tonio? Well, fortunately, I'm the one that runs it, and I can make exceptions. So if you want to get on there, we'll figure out a way to get you on there. Do you have like a TikTok or Instagram or anything where you post anything? Mine is buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 10, get 3 free. Don't limit the money. Got it. Don't limit the money, but like Sleeves did, like limit the, like, you know, cards $249 and under, or cards $299 and under, or whatever limit on that point, I'm assuming. When you have this bulk and you have like one random card in a sleeve, does anyone's heart here just go, what is it? What is it? Engineers adjustments. I'm in Tennessee, but we have offices in Florida, so I drive through multiple times a year. Well, let me know, dude. Yeah, we can definitely, that'd be fun. We can definitely link up. This thing is damaged to all hell. On a 64 card order of mostly $2 to $3 cards with a handful of $5 to $10, I get $116, and the buyer saved like 20. Was 100%. Yeah, I'm sure the because of like the inflated price and like what you add on to the listing, I'm sure that like even if they're saving $20 or $30, that's kind of like pumped a little bit. So when they're saving $20, they're probably only actually saving like 5 or 10. It sounds a little shitty, but I'm assuming that's some of the advantage of it. I just didn't enjoy making the vids enough to justify taking the time away from listing and sorting. That's fair. That's fair. I do have a link tree in a Facebook page. Good. Then that's, yeah, then that'll be fine. As long as there's, I just want to be able to have something that I can like, hey, you know, go check my guy out. Whatever. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Shauna. This whole entire time, MC from Destin Rivals, I thought was like a new trainer. I didn't realize she'd been around for so long. Cynthia. Hello, nurse. Correct. Good. I get that also. I want the opposite of being famous. I just want to sell some crap and have a store. You look, I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool to be famous or whatever, but like half the reason I'm doing the channel is just to like put a face to the brand and you know, basically everything Pokey has ever said. It doesn't hurt. And if you don't want to be famous, as long as you're posting regularly, just trying to direct people to your store, I mean, that's a bare minimum, you know? Free cards for the buyer. Yeah. I would agree with that. I agree with that, Quack. That's a good point. Lives are so much better for that kind of mentality, Tonio. That's a good point, Sleeve. Just do a live like once a week or 2 times a week or something to start off. I mean, half the reason why I even started streaming doing this is because I'm already doing it. So I might as well do it with a camera on. It's just sometimes I'm a giant vagina and I get all like depressed from work and I don't want to talk. I'm trying to get over that. But I'd be lying if it didn't happen from time to time or week to week. It's me. It's me from 41 years ago or 38 years ago. Hair and all. Well, just because you're in direct doesn't mean you have to worry about that, in my opinion. But, you know, to each their own. Listen, if you got selling platforms, we can shout that out. I just prefer for there to be a content path so that way, you know, it can be taken full advantage of. But if you're a mainstay of the channel and a mainstay of the group, then we'll make exceptions. I know a guy. All right? I know a guy. That's not a bad idea. I did that when I was promoting my book on X, but it was so toxic. Well, I don't have necessarily anything super negative against Twitter, but that's just Twitter. So like Instagram, TikTok, like, yeah. Check out my book. Whatever. Make shorts like reading excerpts of it or, I don't know. I don't know how you promote books, but I'm sure there's ways to do it. Do you think the algorithm would be like, fuck this guy for listing 10,000 or more cards in a day? Or do you think they're going to be like, oh, this is sick, and then just like starting to shove my stuff all over the place? How do you think that works? Yo. I know she's under 18, so we're not going to say anything too crazy, but look at that. Look at that wardrobe. It's like she's wearing a pharmacist's lab coat. N. All right, I'm thinking light play. What do you guys think? I'm thinking light play, possibly MP. Nah, still you, bro. He's just in the heart. Dude, that's fucking heavy, bro. That's heavy, but I like it. My brand is hating on sifting, making it entertainment and not marketing. Be a king among peasants. Well, in order to be a king among peasants, you have to utilize omega sorting. It would be nice to put a face to some of the regulars that don't have content. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Mike? You don't get any negativity. You don't get any negative. Yes. Yes. For listing cards. Public shout out to 8-Bit Allen for sending me the last couple of cards needed from a Bookland deck for a World Championship tournament this weekend. I'm glad I was able to find everything for you. I ended up not getting any pitch black and all the bulk I got this weekend, which I will be doing a video about at some point. So I'm glad he was able to get it all to you. We need a live play-by-play during tournament day. I honestly miss playing at tournaments. I miss my Magic playing days. Those were so fun. Live Play Plus, got it. Yeah, well, let me find it here real quick. We'll just. You're right. We're just gonna put it in its own pile, right there. Minty. It's so damaged. It's actually mint. It like went over the near mint damage line all the way over to the other side. Damaged. Damaged. I have every card you need, but I'm in Australia, so you get it next month. That's fucking funny. Do all orders from Australia come with a free indigenous species of death animal? A highly poisonous snake or some kind of like scorpion or something? Fusion Strike. That's not old. That's not old. Right way. It became a 1 of 1 is so rare and pricey. Did you guys know that cards that are damaged, but are damaged in this specific way? Reverse Hollow Energies? Jesus, giant brick of old energies. Is actually the exact way that the owner of Nintendo ripped his card. So this is actually pretty rare. Might have replayed. That damage. Yeah, same. An occasional Pokemon TCG just scratches the itch a bit, but I used to love traveling to PTQs and Grand Prix stuff. Yeah, literally every weekend for like 13 years. My last one I ever went to was in Washington D.C. It was a team sealed event, and we almost day 2. I never got to make day 2 to anything. I got pretty close once. I was playing like a before Suicide, like Death's Shadow came out. I used to play the Suicide Naya deck that had like Wild Nacatls, Goblin Guides, Monastery Swift Spears, Mutagenic Growth, Gut Shot, like all the Phyrexian spells, and like it had like a 1% chance to turn 2 kill, and I got to do it once, and it was pretty epic. Gore Clan Rampager, Boros Charm, a 1 of Become Immense for the potential 2-turn kill. Yeah, I ship with a baby brown snake if you spend over 30. That's a fucking deal, dude. Can I give you $30 plus shipping? You keep the cards and I just get the snake. Actually, don't do that. I've heard that Australia does not take kindly to getting animals into their country, let alone shipping them out. I remember that whole Johnny Depp thing where they had to like apologize to the whole planet for bringing in animals to their country. It's kind of funny. The classic reverse waters do look nice. How much I got to spend for a red back? If you got to ask, you can't afford it. I always cringe when I see people open the old Japanese cards by peeling them. I can't believe anything that came out of an air pack from the era. Yeah. Nyazu, yeah. It was man, I was like, what was it? It was like it was a win and in. It was the last round. And I was playing against Storm, like Red Blue Storm. And I had the nuts, man. I had like turn 2 Rest in Peace. I had like every card you would want in the sideboard against a deck like that. And I was 1 turn away from winning. And he top decked. He had 1 card in hand. And he just hit this chain of cards to where he was able to do an Empty of the Warrens for like 16 goblins. And my only out was a Gore Clan Rampager to trample over any of them, and I couldn't do it. And I was like, I wasn't even mad. I was just so bummed. Because at least in the time, it was such a budget deck too. And that was half the reason why I played it, was because it wasn't too expensive. And I was just like, freaking A, dude. I probably wasn't even going to like top 8 because I already had 2 losses at that point. But like, just to make it would have been cool. I've top 8 a few PTQs, never made it past the top 4. Dude, I always looked at it like racing. It's like not, most racers don't win every race, but the ones, it's like racing and poker. Like if you're constantly in the top 8, it's almost better than like winning in a way. Like I know winning is good and everything, but consistently being in the top all the time, I think that says more about the talent of someone and what they're able to do. You know what I mean? What do you have you play? We're gonna crank this one up a little bit. Chemical Plant Zone music. This one always slaps a little bit. Did we break rabbits? Yeah. If you ain't you first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. Speaking of Ricky Bobby, you know what we're going to be doing when we're doing 10,000 listings? Getting all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Actually not. We're probably going to have like one or two. But Mountain Dew High Test will be on the docket for 10,000 listing day. Absolutely. It would be blasphemous if we didn't. I checked out after Throne of Eldraine, Oko took over stuff and they banned a ton. Yeah. It was, man, what was probably the biggest format like that I played in was when Mutavault was in. So like Theros, Khonzatar, Kier time. Sometimes like it was degenerate, but I didn't have a lot of bills. I would go to a tournament, buy all the cards I would need for the best deck, and then immediately trade them back in for 70% of the value and just lose that money. But if you didn't do that and then something happened during the week to the meta, you would lose all your money. But I only did that for a few weeks, and then that's when I stopped spending a lot of money on Magic, and I just started like focusing on niches that I like to play, and then just master those, and just kind of accept that there were going to be some auto losses on the menu. It was always fun for me to not play the top deck. Obviously, you don't win as much when you're not playing the top deck, but even with Hearthstone and stuff, I always like being proficient in like odd strategies and then just knowing the ins and outs of them all. Play test a ton against the big decks so you know like what to do. I always thought that was fun. Standard was always expensive. That's why you do FNM draft, win cards that way. Yep. We did that a lot. Just save up the credit and then just buy singles whenever they had them. Or every now and then, for a couple years, the cool stuff around us would do like, I want to say every other month they would do box drafts. It would be $4 box drafts for the first one, and then $9 for any subsequent one after that. And then if you didn't want the packs that were in the box, you could just get it in store credit. So the goal would be to go and just win as many box drafts as possible. And we would usually walk out with like $100, $200 credit. And you could use those packs to buy into the next box draft. It was pretty crazy. There would be like hundreds of people in that place. It's fucking bonkers. Boom, boom. Not gonna lie, I slam Diet Dew way too much. I'm white trash. No, that's white royalty, sir. Although I'm not a diet guy. I'd rather drink water at that point. But that's just me. I respect the Diet Dew and what it does for people. Just don't lose at MTG. Isn't that bad? That's probably the smart way about going about it. This is going to take forever. This is going to take forever. It's my fault for letting it all sit there for as long as it did. But, yeah, this is going to take a long time. But it'll be good. Get all this stuff listed. It'll be September, so hopefully things will start to pick up. It'll be a nice, yeah. This pile's too large. All right, I'm out. Thanks for chatting. Happy to catch a stream again. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Everyone say bye, T-Tar. Go check his channel out. He's dope. He does dope stuff. Yee. Man down. Can you do coupons that have like unlimited things? Like if you did like a buy 3 get 1 free, can you just have it set to where they can just do that an infinite number of times? Or do they have to do it, is it like 1 per order and then they just have to do 1 million orders? Oh, fuck. It's beat the hell out of the old e-reader. Schnom. That looks sick. Yeah, you can just set it to automatically apply at checkout, and every 4 cards they add it automatically. Nice. Okay. Don't actually give them the code to put in. People are lazy and dumb. Yeah. No, I definitely, I do that. I do that. Do. Damaged. Oh, this is the other reason I'm going to be worried about doing a 12-hour stream. I'm going to have to like get up and walk like every 30 or 45 minutes and stretch. Granted, I won't be sitting in one spot like this. I'll be moving around more, not just staring at cards for 2 hours at a time. What's everybody else doing tonight? You guys sifting, listing? What are you guys packing orders? What's everyone got going on? Energy. Damage. Moderately. Highway play. Pulling a 50 card baseball order. Nice. I got a whole bunch of sports stuff that I have not gone through, but there's probably some decent stuff in there. A lot of base cards, but it's like base card Peyton Manning, base card like notable names. Reverse hollow. Bam, 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 bam. Hollow rare. Every time I see your name, Mike, my head instantly says Michael Bublé. Packing orders and breaking down a case of The Hobbit. Did that officially release last week, or is it this coming week? This coming Friday. It's probably moderately played. Heavy. I think we can get away with moderate play on that one. Damaged. Moderate. Light. I don't know. I'm always scared of new sets because the value of the set goes down so fast. Let's find out. The Hobbit play. Oh shit! It says the EV of the Hobbit play box is $106. 106 average with a $42 swing. That sounds miserable. I don't mean that in a bad way. That don't look good. Jetsy. Would you guys? Where's the weed at? It ain't here, brother. Smoke it if you got it, though. That's probably the only thing that'll make opening that feel better. I'm not trying to crush your hopes on opening it, but 106 is rough. That almost sounds like you should just like not open it and wait a month to see if the singles come back up, because 100 is like 100 is, if I can be honest, it sounds poo-poo. You do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but if it's a new set and it's already that low, it's like, but you know, if you want to stay active and you know, I have taken small losses on stuff before up front just to have new stuff for people to come in and buy other stuff, so that could work out as well. Ooh, VS Seeker. I'm pretty sure that's like $1 or $2 trainer that's used in like VSL or whatever the old format is. Down, down, down. Love getting a string of near mint cards. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Torchic. Oh, that looks sick. Look at that thing. Hell yeah. it's going for like 190. Like the box itself, yeah. Like at that point, probably better just sell the box, and unless you want to hold it. Hollow's one of those things that you could probably get away with holding for a while. Barboach. Ha ha ha. Cordfish and Crawdont. Phoebus. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Absolutely, Jim. I mean, there's times where you can kind of take a chance, but that just that seems like way too much of a you know what I mean? That just seems like a little much. A little much. Oh my God. Your mint stack is getting kind of tall, and I like it. I kissed the girl, and I liked it. I hope Pokemon ends EX cards soon. It's time to move on to a new double rare card type. I wouldn't mind going back to Vs for a little bit. I liked Vs and VMAXs. All right, I gotta stretch. Time to see the bronze belly. Oh. What's up, man? What's up, Fusion? Did you pull any heat? No, this is just all bulkwear conditioning. Not gonna lie, I'm so hyped for Star Trek set. I'm hyped that people are hyped for it. I'm not a Star Trek fan. And of all the things they could have started signatures with, I feel like Star Trek shouldn't have been it. But I respect it. I respect it. I pulled a few, Bubble Mew and Charizard VMAX. That's a solid set of cards to rip, dude. Holy hell. Do 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 do. Field Blower. Holla at your boy. Now I gotta clean up together vintage Star Wars toys, Kenner 1970s. You know what I found in some bulk the other day? I wanna go to them real quick. Be right back. Actually, I don't know where they are, but they're these old Topps like panorama cards that are pretty sick. What am I doing at the moment? I am conditioning a whole bunch of cards. I've got like 5 rows of cards that I have to condition. And then we're going to have a big stream where we list as many of them as possible in a chaos sort in 12 hours. What are you doing right now? Watching the best streamer in the world? Oh my God, you're so kind. That's crazy. Well, now I'm going to wish you to live long and prosper. I don't hate it. It's not my thing. I mean, saying that it's better than Star Wars is probably the goofiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Larvitar. Where'd our boy T-Tar go? Got some Larvitars in this bitch. Opening packs and watching the best streamer in the world. Oh my God, that's so weird. I just heard someone say the exact same thing. I'm not the best streamer in the world. I'm like basically a less popular, fatter, wider version than iShowSpeed. That's how I would classify myself, if I'm being honest. And if I'm being honest, I think that's a spot on description. I can't wait until you go from 40,000 a year to 420,000 a year. A, for the memes, yes. B, I can't wait either. Fuck 420. I just want to do like 80, 90. Just something to where I don't have to be at my job anymore. And then I'll be fine. Or just be there less. Get this right. We have a... Well, Jim, I'm a lot of fat. I can see you and Speed could be like brothers. Yeah, man. Yeah. We were the product of Eskimo Brothers, if you feel me. So we have yearly evaluations at my pharmacy, right? They have 5. They have like needs improvement, like kind of bad, middle of the road, you're doing what we need you to do, exceeds expectations, and then like you're a role model, right? So I was like 5 points shy of the exceeds expectation class. I get my evaluation. Every single category, because listen, I don't try hard at work, so being in that category was fine. Every single category improved from last year, and I had a worse score, and I had to like raise Cain. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Literally everything is higher than it was last year, and somehow I'm lower. I don't get it. And then they said something along the lines of, well, it's not necessarily everything on the paper, there's other stuff. I'm like, no, it's literally everything on the paper. So you're changing it to exceeds expectations because you're not going to now change the numbers just so I'm worse than what you think I am. That's bullshit. And I won, and they were mad at me for like a week. But thankfully, I don't give a fuck. That looks cool. But isn't that some shit? Anyway. I collect Star Wars Unlimited booster boxes. Good for you, man. I heard the game has been improving a little bit. Let me know if that's true or not. But I heard that they have been getting their shit in gear a little bit. I don't know how true that is, but Metapod. I think us white boys have layers of extra body fat from living in colder climates throughout history of evolution. You know what? I like that. Just kind of like how women have an extra layer of fat for like childbirthing. We just have a layer of fat because we had to survive hunting and gathering. That's excellent. Well, let's just say I got lazy over this summer and just got off a... That's awesome. 100% improved. Last 2 sets were bangers. Everybody hold the phone. There's a motherfucking cardboard baron in the chat. There's a cardboard baron in the chat. Oh, I do have my emotes in here. Guys, I have emotes in here. The only way that you can use them is to be subscribed. Oh, wait. They got to be reformatted. No. All right, I gotta get these reformatted. Anyway, it's just a Y duck, a side duck waving high. You can see it in the YouTube chat, but on the other side of things, you can't see them. I don't know why you can't see it on the overlay. That's dumb. But they're old. They're old emotes. I gotta get them updated. Everyone say hi to the Cardboard Baron. Dude, Baron. I was so pissed. There was a launch at 9:30 Saturday that I was fully prepared to go out there and record, and I was sorting bulk, and I completely forgot about it until my fucking apartment started rumbling. And it was gonna be a sick one too. I was so mad. I'll get one to you one of these days. I'll get one to you one of these days, I promise. I break down a case every new set to keep my inventory fresh. Sorry for the long response time. I forgot to hit send. It's okay. I have a long response time because I keep forgetting to change my delay from... I think my delay on my stream is automatically set at like 12 seconds or something. And I keep forgetting to change it to something more reasonable like 3. I'm not big enough to where I have people coming in here like typing the Edward in my chat, so it's I can be a little more liberal with that type of stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say you should sub, but I think the emotes are like sub only things or member only things or whatever YouTube calls them. I don't know. I don't know. All right. You are not big enough yet, just like Homer Simpson says. I love it. I love it. Rough seas. I always feel weird commenting on characters because I don't know how old they are, but if Roseanne is an adult, then yes, please. If she is not an adult, then no thank you. I like glasses. Girls and glasses just work. Lucky egg. The Bold Card Lord has become a member. What's up, dude? I hope you didn't feel like I was trying to goad you into doing that, but thank you. It's not /wave. It's like, I don't know what the command is. If you open up the emote thing, it should just be in the window that you can use it and just click on it. What the hell is that? :_hello. That's what it is. Yeah. Thanks, dude. You're the best. I'm getting back into sports cards. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the Derp Den. I gotta remember to do that. Thanks, dude. I'm getting back into sports cards business slowly, starting from the bottom way up. Stopped collecting in 1991, but still have a little bit of everything from 1991 to present day. Shit. What era? What years is considered junk wax? Love to support other people grinding it out to better themselves. I appreciate that, man. I like having people around me that are grinding it out to help better themselves. But realizing the big money to be made is in Pokemon and One Piece. I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, sports definitely had. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've watched enough like King of the Cards and like Card Collector to know like there's big money in sports, but it's like, you know, like anything else, it's all the special stuff. And like it's just more volatile because like a good player, if they have a bad game, a $1,000 card can turn into like a $200 card overnight. It's like so volatile, it's not even funny. I just got a $1.12 order. Yay, I can retire. We're throwing a retirement party for Craig. 86 to 94. Holy shit, was that many years? I thought it was like, I just assumed that it was like less than that. That's a long time. That was a long time. So are they just like completely worthless? Like it's literally just not worth trying to sell any of that at all? Or we can get away with my outplay. Got another fake card. Oh, nope, that's a reverse hollow energy. I like it. My outplay. My outplay. See, I agree with that statement, Jim, that they have more collectors than flippers. But it's times like this that feel like that's not the case, although I'm sure it is. Oh. Or it's from like 1912. But yeah, you're probably right. Not you're probably right. You are right. You're right. Well, hopefully the Pokemon never gets to that point. When you hear 10 million cards printed, like I wonder what the Junk Wax era number of cards was. Like, was it 10 million? Okay, One Piece bulk list is sorted zipper, and I feel like I accomplished something today. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Oh yeah, Pokemon is like the king with grading right now. Has been for a little bit. (1981 to 1985) Topps Fleer Donruss had value in mint condition. See, that's why I don't know, man. I know there's only so many special illustrations and rares and whatnot, but when you print 10 billion cards, like I just have the feeling that like, you know, it's crazy. Crazy. I feel like Pokemon has so many more casuals than sports cards have. You're probably right. Oh, that's true, Quack. Never thought. I forget about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know what's funny is like now you say that I don't know that if I know anybody that collects sports cards. It's almost all buyers and sellers. Wow. So I just made that video today about content. Penguin Zio Charlie just posted a video that I'll probably talk about in a day or two. It says that starting 824 views will count the moment a video begins to play with no minimum watch time across all formats of VODs, shorts, and lives, to standardize how views reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. Which is insane. Because like usually you have to wait like 30 seconds for it to count as a view. And now it's just like, boop, view. I wonder if they're doing that to like help with the increased demand, the increased limits of the content stuff. Well, yeah, Craig, and that goes to what we were talking about before. Like, that's why I don't want to sell my stuff, because it's like I'm a collector at heart, but like also I'm trying to like grow a business, and there's always time for collecting. I don't know. We'll see how this eBay thing turns out. If we can get a solid amount back from this and other stuff, then I don't know. So you can just abuse the shit out of it? I would imagine so. I don't know how they can. Wonder how people are going to play it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like whenever I do a video that's live, I play it all the way through on each one of my channels. I don't even know if that matters or that counts towards anything. but it's still crazy. It's so hard to separate the collector business side. Yeah. Speaking of slabs, do you have any? I have gotten a few with collections and not sure what to do with them. I mean, it's eBay or Facebook stuff. I don't have many because I sold most of them. The few that I have left are just 9s that I never got around to. So I'm trying to collect. It'd be cool. I want to get a set of the Old Maid cards. So I've got 3 of those in 10s. So these are like PC ones. And then I opened a box of Topps Chrome from last year, and it's like a serialized to like 90, 75, 97. So I'm probably gonna throw that up at some point. And then just a couple of 9s that I never got around to listing. That's an 8, so I'll probably try to sell that too. I don't want 8s. Sell on marketplace or sell at gambling websites. Yeah, that's actually a good point. The gambling websites. All right, that's about it for me, guys. I am tired. I thank you guys very much for stopping by. Craig, thanks again for the dono. And what was my homie's name up here? Bulk Hardlord, thank you for the membership. It's truly appreciated. We will be back on tomorrow. It might be 8:30 instead of 8 because I have a long day at work. I don't get off till like 6:30 tomorrow, and I gotta go to the gym. So it might be like 8:30ish before we get on. But you know, we'll be on, even if it's not for 2 hours. If it's just an hour, hour and a half. So it's good being back. We'll have some more information soon about the 12-hour stream weekend, and then go from there. So if anyone's here and hasn't joined the Discord, the link to it is in all of my videos. So come join and hang out and chat if you want. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you later. Peace.